So my first experiences with food were really very diverse. I mean, I grew up in New York City. I grew up in Manhattan. I went to high school in the Bronx. So I had neighbors that were all from all different nationalities. I'd go to my friend's house and I'd have Jamaican food. I'd go to my other friend's house and I'd have Chinese food and like the home-cooked real Chinese food. And I just remember like seeing like these weird exotic things at the time were weird and exotic to me. You know, like they'd make me scrambled eggs with little dried shrimp in it. The household I grew up in was you don't put shrimp, nonetheless dried shrimp, in your breakfast eggs. And I just remember having that and thinking how delicious this is and how nobody knows about this. I grew up in a household that's half Colombian, half Puerto Rican. So at a young age, I was exposed to a lot of different cultures of food and a lot of different ideas of what food should be. 16 years ago, maybe a little bit more, I started as a sous chef at the restaurant. At the time, it was just the restaurant at Glenn Sander's Mansion. At the time, Angelo had that facility and the Hall of Springs contracted in Saratoga, in the Saratoga State Park. You know, it took me a little while, maybe a year before I had my comfort zone in there, and then I started from within helping to make some changes that were for the better. When it came to the culinary, the kitchen aspect of things, that's where I was mostly instrumental in kind of bringing some new ideas, new things to the table. And I did it slowly at first, and then then we went on. We started doing things at a more rapid pace. And at the time, Frank Cardio was the chef. He's an amazing, probably the best cook that we have with Mazzone Hospitality. And now that restaurant evolved into a new concept called Tavolo. And Frank's still there. He's the chef. He's an amazing, amazing cook. We've always been a big advocate, especially when it comes to the chef side of things, big advocate of all things local, all things with farmers and supporting our local community and making sure things are sustainable. One of the challenges that we have as a company is that we're a high volume company. All of our locations do a pretty decent business. So we have a lot of product to go through, and we have to do it year round because the clientele here in the capital region that we have expects us to have certain things year round because they rely on us to be able to come here and have certain things. Now, to be a truly local restaurant in any region is a challenge. Especially in this region because the growing season is a lot shorter than maybe some other regions throughout the United States and the world. But even so, in this region, your menu, to be a truly local, you'd have to have a fluid menu that changes daily according to what you have coming through the door. During the summer, you can probably say almost all of our produce is local with the exception of things like bananas, which are not grown anywhere in the vicinity of where we are. But when it comes to the winter months, we have to supplement with things from other parts of the country that are still being grown there. Our local produce company that we use sources almost everything locally during the summer months when they can. But when they can't find that particular item, they still have to carry it because their customers demand it, we demand it, and they still get it for us. I'm Jaime Ortiz. I'm the General Manager, Chef, and Partner at 677 Prime in Albany.